Hello and welcome to One Cool Thing, PC Mag's daily streaming show where we show you one cool thing we're testing in the labs today. I'm Matthew Buzzy. This is Will Greenwald.
Hello.
And today, Super Mario Odyssey is our cool thing.
Yep.
The hottest Switch property in town. Will, you gave this game a 5 out of 5 on PCMag.com.
I believe it is the third game I've ever given it to.
Yeah, what are the others? Can you remember?
Inside and Link Between Worlds.
Oh,
Not even Breath of the Wild.
Not even Breath of the Wild. Yeah, that's a different topic of debate because you do call this the best game on Nintendo Switch. So you can debate that.
And I love Breath of the Wild. That
yeah.
was the game of the system for like the first.
Until now.
It's not even been a year yet.
Not even.
Switch
What
has
a
been
year
going
for the
strong.
Switch, yeah. We are taking your comments and questions in the comment section on Facebook, so we have someone reading. Social Zach today is reading the comments. He will read out anything you have to ask or say, so type away and he will ask them to us, and we'll try to answer. You know, we'll give our opinions and what have you. So let's jump into the game since you love it just so much.
I made a new account and sort of started over because otherwise, like I have like 600 plus power moons. I'm at the end game. I don't want to spoil stuff.
Sure.
So, this is actually the second or third kingdom, the Sand Kingdom. This is Super Mario Brothers Graffiti, that if you find these blocky-looking pipes, you can just play like a little side-scrolling
Yeah,
part.
this looks like your Papa's Mario.
And they actually get pretty ornate. It's like impressive.
So what's sort of the conceit of this game? There's a lot of pictures of Mario wearing lots of different hats. What's the idea here?
Well, once I'm here, you can see that his hat is like a captain's hat, but it's also a resident of the Cap Kingdom named Cappy. Okay, I found a power moon.
Look at that.
They're like the
Easy.
new shines or...
But there are like a lot more of them, right?
There are tons.
Everywhere.
There are hundreds and hundreds. But if I throw it on to an enemy that doesn't have a hat, I can capture them.
You become it.
And just do different stuff. A bullet bill, I can fly around. Goombas, I can sort of stack up. I've been like a manhole cover. I've been a weird bird, a hammer brother. There's a lot of cool stuff like you can just become. I've been electricity.
Wow. You can be the elements.
Yeah.
I have a question.
How does this game compare to ARMS?
How does this game compare to ARMS, everyone's favorite?
ARMS is good. This is better. Straight up.
Different genres of games, for sure.
This doesn't really have any multiplayer. There's sort of a co-op thing where a second player can play Cappy, but there's no competition besides leaderboards. They're completely different things.
Yeah, that was your one con in the review, is the very limited multiplayer. Because it's just not the focus. It's kind of like Mario Galaxy. They had the option, you can use a second pointer to like play along, but it wasn't true co-op. But it's something to do if you have like a young kid or a younger sibling who just wants to like play around.
Like they've done it before with like Mario Galaxy with using the second Wiimote to get like star bits.
Just as a pointer, you're not really influencing the gameplay all that much. I can't help but notice you're at the toaster in the scan pillars.
Yep, because I'm in the Sand Kingdom.
This game looks gorgeous.
Yeah, it's
got that going for it.
It's not Uncharted 4 or whatever your next
your preferred high fidelity
is, but that's never really been Nintendo's thing.
No, they make games look
fun,
amazing with style and art, and I mean the Switch can do pretty good visuals. We have another question.
Does it have any gesture controls?
It has motion controls. Like if I flick this, I do a spin and I can throw Cappy around, and I can sort of do an auto attack by sort of shaking the Wiimote.
I've seen a couple articles
controller
now that it's out saying that people are a little annoyed that they're the not so optional motion controls.
Yeah, I kind of wish I could disable them and like map them to something else, but even playing on the subway in like handheld mode, it hasn't been an issue for me.
You don't have to like flail really. Like it's not the end of the world.
It's just like enough motion to register.
So what makes this game quite so good? Because a lot of this is I mean, I say a lot of this is what we've seen before Mario games, but Mario games are always excellent, so I guess that's a bit of an understatement. But what does it do differently from, say, Mario Galaxy, which a lot of people think this might be better than?
It's actually very similar to Mario Galaxy in structure, but it's a lot more open. I sort of have a general path I need to do right now. I'm trying to get to the top of this tower because it lets me progress. But you're collecting power moons, and that's sort of the main, like the shines or the power stars that just let you go further.
Right.
So,
you just kind of collect them and keep going about your business.
Yep. But the big thing is, if once I get past this little congratulations screen, I can pan around and show you. This isn't an obstacle course like it is in Super Mario 3D World, or even like a lot of Galaxy levels are pretty straightforward, just jumping planet to planet.
Sure.
But here, while you have sort of a general place you should go to, and you're sort of directed to go there to just go on, these are pretty big sprawling worlds. So like that is this thing I could only go to once I activated this platform.
Yeah.
There's a town over there, an oasis over there, a poison lake.
Sure, you gotta have your poison lake.
Big inverted pyramid. Like there's power moons scattered everywhere. There are 30 to 50 like in every kingdom, and you don't need to get all of them to progress, but it's pretty creative and interesting in the different places they are.
Yeah, how many kingdoms are there, and what sort of like environments do they switch between?
There are over a dozen. I mean, there's the Sand Kingdom, an Ice Kingdom, a sort of underwater kingdom, a tropical kingdom, which is separate, a sort of a robot gardened wood kingdom, which is neat.
Okay, I can get into it. We have a question.
And there are other kingdoms near the end that I don't want to spoil. And there's, of course, New Donk City.
Secret.
Is it possible to play with Joy-Cons?
Yeah, I've actually been playing it mostly with Joy-Cons.
Yeah, we just happen to have the controller here.
Yep.
I haven't really seen a game yet that needs to not use the Joy-Cons. I haven't played a game I'm like, oh, this controller's not good enough. I need a pro controller.
Yeah.
It's not ideal, maybe, but I think Super Smash Bros. Would be the first where I feel limited by the Joy-Con, maybe.
Maybe.
We have a question.
Although they also did add Gamecube controller support.
Yes,
so
they did just bring back game controllers.
I guess people will be happy with that.
I might get, because those are great. We have a question.
When will Super Mario Odyssey be released?
It came out today.
Now! You can get it now. Yeah, the review embargo went up yesterday.
We were just at the Nintendo World Store just last evening.
Which is where we got this sick hat.
We saw Reggie. He's there. He's got a huge head.
It's true. Yeah, his head can fit this giant hat, which is definitely too big for me.
I captured this Moai statue, so now he has a mustache and he's wearing a hat. And if I press a button, he puts on shades.
Hell yeah.
That reveals invisible platforms.
That's very good. This is sort of weird. There's just weird stuff like this all throughout this game.
A lot of weird stuff, and it's very varied. It never really does the same thing like too often. There are step-ups and similar challenges, but even those like sideways sections, the 2D ones, there's a lot of variety that do some really creative things with it.
That's pretty cool.
And you'll say I didn't lose a life because there are no lives anymore.
Finally, that archaic sort of holdover from old games, I'll say.
Now gold coins are actually they're used as currency. So when you die, you lose 10 coins. And these purple coins are unique to each kingdom, and there's only a limited amount. The gold coins, they sort of respawn. But now that I have that checkpoint flag over... Have I got one? Yeah, I have one. I'll go back to the town and show you what you can do with these coins.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dress us up some Mario. Show us the customization, because that's like that's definitely a thing that has not been in past games.
It's real good.
It's really. You've seen a lot of Mario screenshots, I bet, in the past couple days if you've been following gaming stuff. This game is just like a factory for creating absolutely ridiculous looking
things. The people
things.
of Toast Arena are these sugar skull sort of like.
Why wouldn't they be?
I don't want to straight up say Mexican, but that's clearly sort of the like cultural motif they're trying to build.
That's what they're drawing on.
And gold coins on the Yellow Cap store. Gold coins
you
can get anywhere.
I love their stack of hats.
Purple ones are unique to each one. Power moons you can get.
Now,
you get 1,000, you can get Mario in his boxer shorts,
yeah,
but I want to dress him up stupid.
I'm very disappointed that you don't have the boxer shorts, but which it should be known, that's not a bathing suit.
Yep.
That's his underwear. Let it be known. We have a question.
What's the price again?
I believe it's $59.99.
Full price, yes. Normal $60 video game.
It's worth it. I mean, you know.
Yeah, I think.
Game.
So you played for review full through. You said you have hundreds of powers and different things. How long was that? Did you finish it? And how long was that playthrough?
I finished it, I want to say, like 20 plus hours. I actually can't check right now. I'm on a different profile.
Sure.
But it keeps going, too. Like, after I beat it, I kept playing because there's other stuff.
Right, yeah. Even if you finish the main thing, there's probably more to collect, more to unlock, obviously more to buy.
I'm going to be a sheriff now.
Why wouldn't you be? What is that?
These are stickers. That's a sticker you can put on your ship that you use to go to different worlds. But okay, look at this dude. Like this
that's a good look. There's also a Nintendog with a hat.
With a fedora.
With a little, yeah, it's really good. Show us the ship. You've mentioned the spaceship.
Well, first I want to become the sheriff.
Hearing that Mario has a spaceship is kind of a...
This big hat-shaped wardrobe.
Love it. Love it.
Look at how great I am.
Look at this guy. He stunts too. He poses. It's really great. Dressing up Mario is not really a thing that probably most people expected out of this game.
It's one of the most fun parts
yeah,
of it.
It really has become essential.
So nuts.
It's essential viewing. I love that there's also, is that ice just in the middle of the desert? Is
yeah,
there
because...
Any explanation for that?
Yes, but I don't want to sort of spoil the progression.
Okay.
It is definitely a part of the level.
Okay.
This is the Odyssey. You need to collect power moons to move on to the next level. And if I go into the big hat door on the big hat ship, I can show you the big hat inside.
Sick armchair.
Yeah. You can eventually get like a lot of decorations in each world. Look at this functioning mirror.
Yeah.
That's kind of rare.
So you can check out his looks. Check out your favorite looks.
This is just his little pad.
So this game, in addition to just being excellent as a platformer and excellent as these different sort of creative worlds, it's sort of weird, quirky creativity like keeps it more interesting than just the normal like physical fun you'd have platforming.
Yeah,
is
it keeps going. I started this new save because I didn't really want to spoil some of the cool stuff later on. Like a couple of the kingdoms later they're interesting enough that I don't want to sort of ruin it for anyone who's going to.
It's just like constant surprises.
Yeah.
It sounds like just things you didn't expect. Even the boss fights
Yeah,
are odd and weird from what I've only seen a couple. But
this game has the best final like section of any Mario game I've ever played.
Wow.
It is super strong.
Big bold claim.
Yep.
Do you think it's the best Mario game? Some people do.
I'm so torn. For 3D Mario games, it is definitely up there. I think the one that comes close is Galaxy, because it does sort of everything that 64 did great, but just with 15, 20 years of advancement past that.
Right. The conceit of Galaxy is like worlds that you run under and on top of. It's so good, but this game seems to have a lot more variety going on.
There's a lot of variety. Even though there's sort of like 3 water-themed worlds, they're all different. The lake one and the seaside one and the underwater one. Okay, there's a cold one too. I just sort of mentally like loop in with water-themed.
Right.
Like they all feel very differently. They have their own weird sort of residents, like mer people or like seals, and it's real good. There's so much stuff to find in like every corner.
Sure. And back to the debate, of course, the Game of the Year conversation is going to be heating up, and people are going to be talking about this or Zelda as two of the front runners. Is it both a case of that they're so good, but it comes down to personal preference of which genre you like more?
Yeah. You're going to like Zelda. If you might love Zelda, and you might love this, and just sort of what you're in the mood for is going to be the question.
Yeah. They both certainly have their merits. We have another sort of question.
How's it in terms of gameplay, in your opinion?
Fantastic. Like
just feels good.
The controls are tight. The everything about it feels really good to play. It's super fun.
So I saw some people saying there's a lot of controls, so it takes a little bit of getting used to. There's a lot of different inputs you can do between the jumps and the hat and the.
Yeah, I mean there's of course the Mario like wall jump that has become a standard. There's the triple jump, which is good. Long jump and
gotta have that backflip, yeah.
And ground pound, those are all from like 64 onward. And there's the Cappy moves. There's a lot you can do, but it all meshes together very well.
Also seen some stuff saying this feels most like the spiritual successor to Mario 64 than any of the other games. Do you agree and know why that is?
Structurally, I'd say so. Because like you're basically, or like Mario 64 / Super Mario Sunshine, which had like the same structure too.
Right, yeah.
Big levels where you need to collect these big glowing things.
Yeah. Just adding on different variety of the worlds and the weirdness and the options, really.
And I've been invited to the showdown on the inverted pyramid. Which to get there, I need to get on these moving blocks.
Chris Sulentrop beat everybody to the best inverted pyramid journalism joke out there, so I'm not even going to bother, but...
Oh, I thought that was going to stop halfway.
Let's just ride the rails. Just riding the rails. Any other things you want to touch on before we wrap up?
Only that we'll be streaming some gameplay for probably around a solid hour on Geek.com's Facebook page around 3 o'clock Eastern Time today.
Love his little holster rolling around as you do that. That's very good. All right, well, that's all. Will's full review is on PCMag.com. He rated 5 out of 5, editor's choice, one of the highest scores around.
Look at this scene.
There's real regular-sized humans in this game, which is one of the first things that everybody saw in the original trailers that really caught everybody's eye, because it's just bizarre. And it's just Mario with a normal-sized man.
And a realistic car.
And his very human car is stuck in the...
Like, that's a Toyota.
Yep. And he's very upset about it.
And he's from New Donk City.
Mario's shivering in this desert, I can't help but notice. Anyway, Will's review is up on PC Mag. Read the full thing for his full thoughts. 5 out of 5, that's high praise. Don't give those too often. Will, as himself said, only gave 2 to other games before. So check that out, and we will be streaming it later on Geek.com's Facebook page. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Matthew Buzzy. This is Will Greenwald. Tune in again next week.